Hello, everyone. This is your fourth and final fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. Max Charles versus Samson Dauda. This is a outstanding matchup. Oh, and he said please, so much appreciated. The manners. Anyway, guys, these two fantastic physiques and very recent versions of both gentlemen, of course. The Chicago Pro for Max Charles and the Europa Pro for Samson. I must say, the lighting here for both of these events were tremendous. Good lighting for the Chicago Pro, but I do have one gripe. The screen in behind these gentlemen, good for the pictures, but when you're watching the video footage, very distracting. Maybe a heads up for anybody that's setting up the background. They don't need a whole lot of movement. That takes away from the whole point. Anyway, the simple tarp there at the Europa Pro, fantastic. But I have to say, guys, condition-wise, it looks like Max Charles probably is going to have an edge. Let's go to the muscularity round. And again, the condition, like I said, conditioning Max Charles is supreme. Superior for sure, if you ask me. And the arm development, look at Max Charles, the peaks on those guns. Very fantastic. He's been working on them, evidently. Now, Samson, he has the vacuum. But it's all about levels, guys. I think that just a little bit more muscle maturity for Max Charles. Big Max. Doesn't he look fantastic here, the Chicago Pro? Anyway, let's carry on with the front lat spread. And I have to say, Max, if you look at his New York Pro version, was it the New York Pro, I think? Anyway, it was a terrible version of a front lat spread. He was missing his right lat, I believe, was very torn. And here it appears they're pretty symmetrical. And he's still winning in the conditioning. Samson, his structure here is a little bit superior when you look at his waistline and his V-taper. Fantastic. Both of these guys, tall gentlemen. Good set of legs on Samson, I have to say. But Max, he's criticized for having a weak set of legs. But that's really only when you compare him with the best of the best. I mean, here he looks pretty darn good. Side chest development, and I had to use a different version for Samson. Couldn't find a side chest from the Europa Pro. Hopefully somebody will send me one. I don't know. Either way, here Max Charles looks stupendous. Now this is how you should hit the side chest. It looks like a 1970s, a guy from the 70s. It looks like Mike Katz. He's just bowing that chest out predominantly. Now this physique here in 1970. Wow, Max Charles, he missed his time. Side tricep, a bad angle for Samson. Maybe not the best for Max Charles either. Looks like Samson may have more meat on the tricep itself. Different angles, though. Hard to get the sizes exactly here. But either way, I think Max may still have an edge when you look at the conditioning. Things of that nature, but I'm not going to award any point in the side tricep development. Let's have a look at the all-important back development. And Max Charles also criticized for a bit of a weak back. But again, it's all about levels, guys. And here, he looks okay. Samson may have the edge as far as the lat insertions, things of that nature. But Max, when you look at the conditioning of his quads, and like I said earlier, guys, Max's legs look fantastic. Do they not? Long, pointy set of glutes, but they look pretty conditioned nonetheless. And Samson, little bit soft in the glute region. It just the overall conditioning, hard vascularity, hard crispness of Max Charles. I gotta say, Max Charles, really, he may have brought his best package here in the last several times we've seen him. Anyway, let's go to the next back shot. And the first thing I noticed was the lower lat insertions of Samson Dauda. What a fantastic back shot. But really, Max is pretty much winning everywhere else. Max really needs those lat insertions if he had those. This back double by. And it's not that he has a weak back, Max Charles, by any means. It's his front. He has some front shots. His chest, his structure is so good that it might not be as good as his front. So he's dinged by that. But here, clearly, his delts everything, really, except for the lat insertions, he's winning. Go to the ab and thigh, and both gentlemen, I have to say, Samson could have used a little bit more oil than that. That does sometimes help, but if you use too much oil, it can wash away and make your muscles appear less separated. But here, both gentlemen, like I said, look fantastic. I don't really want to say one is better than the other. I kind of prefer Maxx Charles because he is hitting it straight on. But, of course, I do not hate the way Samson he's kind of going to the side there, showing one leg. Like I said, I don't hate that at all. Fantastic. So, kind of a toss-up in the ab and thigh. Finish this little dandy of a comparison, and bravo to you guys. Clap, clap. This is an awesome matchup, guys, and I hope I picked the right versions, but that the gentleman wanted. Maxx Charles, it's all about levels, guys, and he's awesome. Maxx, and struggled to win shows. Of course, he's into the Olympia by points now, so can't wait to see him on the Olympia stage. And Samson, I think his best days are far ahead of him. He's going to improve, increase in size, condition. But on Fan Requested Friday, Maxx Charles is your winner. And deservedly so, guys. I'm sure I probably won't get too much arguments on this one. Both gentlemen, fantastic aesthetic. No bubble guts in sight at all. And I think Maxx was just in a little bit better condition. So there you have it, guys. That was your Fan Requested Friday, the 4 matches. Hit thumbs up on the video, get your request in, subscribe to the channel. Have a fantastic weekend.